I'm doing some reviews of my favorite running slash triathlon products that I've used over the years. And for hydration, I gotta say my number one go-to is Ultima. Um, like many of you, I've tried Gatorade over the years. I've tried a lot of different products. I think one of the things that drew me to Ultima, so 0 calorie. So I try to be. I've had good luck with running um, low carbs, and I've been trying to avoid sugar a lot in my diet. And this has no sugar, no calories, um, and it's naturally flavored, which I gotta say is probably my favorite thing about the product. Um, I've tried pretty much all of their flavors that they have, and one of my favorite things I think I like about it is you can tell the difference between real flavoring and artificial flavoring. The orange, like I feel like I can tell it's even slightly tangerine kind of flavoring. Like it's got a legit orange flavor. The lemon tastes like lemon. The cherry tastes more like a real cherry, not fake cherry. And the blue raspberry, I'm gonna get to that in a little bit, because that's a flavor I really want to talk about at the end. So I'm just gonna read some things. It's non-GMO, gluten-free, plant-based, keto, paleo. Like I said, naturally flavored, electrolyte drink. So it has 6 electrolytes. Yeah, and you read the ingredients, you kind of know what most of these things are. So I started off, I think lemon might have been my first flavor, which I liked. Lemon and grape. Maybe grape was my favorite. I thought grape would be the one I'd like the best. So I went with grape. I like grape. I've had grape. I've ordered grape quite a few times. I tend to make these on the thinner size, probably thinner than what they recommend 1 scoop per 16 ounces. I probably do 1 scoop. Closer to 32. Maybe even more than that. I do it on the thinner side. It lasts longer. So when I need more electrolytes, when it's a really hotter day, I'll actually add more and get closer to what the recommended size. But I actually like it on the thinner side. I really enjoy the flavor. Kind of like instead of a strong flavor, it's kind of like a mild. I don't know how to describe that, but that's how I've been using it. So I get about double what they were ranking. So there's 90 servings. I probably get 180 in one of these larger containers. I've only bought the larger containers. They sell them in individual size, but it's just a better value on the bigger containers. So like I said, I tried grape, tried lemon was next. 2 grape flavors, like them a lot. Went with orange next. And I kind of went in the order of what I thought I'd like the best. So orange was the next one, and they ended up changing the orange not too long ago to, like I said, kind of a little bit more of a tangerine flavor. I don't know if they'd like me describing it that way, but that's how I describe it. And I gotta say, I like the improvement. I liked it before, but this is a really good flavor. And then I felt like just venturing out, so I tried cherry. Cherry pomegranate. I gotta say, I wasn't crazy about the idea of it, but once I got it, this was my favorite flavor of all of them. So what I do is I'll rotate between the different flavors. So I have a handful of these going, and I order, as one runs out, I'll order a different one. And so I don't get sick of taste. I'll literally make like a quart of one, and then the next, once that one's empty, I'll quarter of another one. I also do something that I make green tea, and I make unsweetened iced green tea, and then I add this to it. It doesn't change the flavor. You know this is green tea. I like green tea, and it seems to work well with that mix. So I get the cherry. This one becomes my new favorite, which I didn't expect because I'm not a cherry fan and not a pomegranate fan. But this flavor, you can definitely taste the legitimate cherry flavor in pomegranate. It kind of is almost a fruit punchy kind of flavor, but I fell in love with this one. So those are my, like I said, grape, lemon, orange, cherry, pomegranate with my go-tos, and I stayed with those. And we're talking for a couple of years. Those are the ones I went with. Recently, I tried blue raspberry. I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan of blue raspberry. I don't like blue raspberry. I don't drink soda anyways, but like the thought of blue raspberry Mountain Dew or any of those fake, even blue raspberry Jolly Ranchers, like this is just not, this is my least favorite of everything. So I was really hesitant. But I happened to notice, which I'd never made this connection before, and maybe this isn't the way other blue raspberries intended, but it's blueberry and raspberry. They had a little picture. I'm like, blueberry and raspberry. I do like blueberry and I do like raspberry. Like, maybe that might work. So I order it, and I gotta say, this is by far my favorite flavor. I can't believe that this would be my favorite flavor. Like I said, this is not my go-to. This is far from my go-to, but it's my favorite. It's, I would say it has a stronger natural blueberry flavor, which I really love, with a hint of raspberry, which this one I'm very excited about. I've been very happy with the company. You know, they ship out quick, comes to me quick. I don't get sick of the flavors. I do. So race day, I've actually been using it race day. Now when I'm doing, so recently I did an Ironman, and calories are a big deal. Even though I run, I'm more keto based. I think I'm more fat adapted. So I think I've trained my body to burn more fat. So I don't need the calories that I think a lot of other runners do. So I'm not concerned about that. But so I ended up using this for, you know, before the race. I used it my entire bike. I had a couple flavors that I was swapping in and out as I was refilling. I used it for the first half of my run. Then I switched to more of a Gatorade towards the end because I wanted it. I had stopped eating actually for the run. I didn't eat it all. So I did want some liquid calories. So I did switch to like a Gatorade, which ended up, you know, irritating my mouth in a different way. And I was sick on those flavors pretty quickly, where I never get sick of these. So, and I've had, I gotta tell you, I've had no issues with cramping whatsoever in running with these, using these as my electrolyte hydration. So I would highly recommend this brand. They also have some mocktails. They send you recipes online, which is kind of cool for different things you can do. I haven't really tried too many of them. Actually, I can't say I've tried any of them, but it's cool to get them. And it seems like a good little company. So I definitely highly recommend it as one of my top products for running, biking, swimming not so much because it's hard to drink and swim. So good luck out there on your adventures. Thank you.
Bye.